We like the variability in the product because we can use the on mode and the staff can use the on mode, especially on bad traffic days when they're coming back from the hospital. In Goshen, we have one main thoroughfare in town, and it's the only way to get back and forth through town. And as the economy is today, it often takes one of our ambulances a half hour or more just to get back in their service area. So we can use the on mode selectively, and the staff can get back to their service area in a faster time frame. One of the things that we really liked about the collision control product was just the affordability. With the screen in the vehicle and the staff being able to visually see the capture of the preemption, we didn't have to put in confirmation lights, which is an added cost and an added maintenance fee from year to year. So that cut our costs dramatically. With regard to our response times, I believe that we've had probably anecdotally, we don't have a scientific study on our times yet as far as data goes, but anecdotally I believe I've noticed when we do monthly reports that our response times have gotten better. The system allows us to work through traffic at a sustained pace, and instead of having to stop, especially when we catch the green in our direction of travel, and that can only it can do anything. If it does anything, it improves our ability to respond faster. For those that are fire chiefs or traffic control people or bosses that make decisions for projects in a department, you never get 100% buy-in. And I had a couple staff members who thought, frankly, the chief was a little crazy. And it's interesting, a year later, our city council asked how the project was going, and I related. I had one of our lieutenants who was at another station where there's no preemption. He came to me and he said, "You know, Chief," he said, "I didn't necessarily care for this project, but," he said, "I have to tell you that I really, really like the preemption. It helps us out dramatically." And he said, "I would really like to see it put in our territory, in our response area in town." One of the items I like in the collision control product is some of the redundancy in the product. The example being, when we pull up at a scene, the preemption goes off either with setting the brake and or with opening the door. So we have a couple different redundancies to make sure that it goes off while we're at a scene and we're not continuing to preempt the light, disrupting traffic. Our future plans right now, we are gaining input from our other station officers as they respond, and we are already accumulating a list of future intersections where we are going to apply collision control as our preemption unit at the intersection to help us, especially at like angled intersections or intersections that just really have odd characteristics to it. And it ends up making us a safer department in our travel throughout the city. One of the things I've liked about collision control and working with them, they're very receptive to our input and consequently getting back to us with a solution. So we have a fire station that's 150 feet from an intersection, and there ends up being a stoplight on either side of this firehouse. What collision control did for us, did some programming, and on the screen the firefighters can use the touch screen and activate the preemption coming out the door without causing a problem at the other intersection for being as close as they are. So they can selectively preempt which way they go when they come out of the station.